Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. Allies against the BJP for 2024, but foes in states. Aam Party and Congress are again at loggerheads. Today at around 6:30 a.m., Punjab police raided Congress MLA Sukhpal Singh Khaira's residence and detained him. Khaira has been held in connection with a drugs case from 2015. At that moment itself, he was live on Facebook and accused the Maan government of the Aam Party of vendetta politics. Later in the day, he was officially arrested by Punjab police and was presented before court, where he has been sent to police custody for 2 days. Now, Sukhpal Khaira is accused of supporting and sheltering an international gang of smugglers and receiving financial benefit from drug traffickers. He was also arrested by the ED in 2021 in the same case, but the court granted him bail. And in February 2023, the Apex Court also quashed ED summons against Khaira. Now, Congress has characterized the actions of the Punjab police as an indication of, quote, jungle raj in the state. Sources say Punjab Congress will once again convey a message to their top leadership that they don't want a tie-up with the Aam Party for 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Earlier, remember, Delhi Congress has also conveyed a similar message to the High Command when the question came about Congress and AAP working together, or Congress's support to Aam Party against the Delhi Ordinance, for example. Even Congress Party in Haryana wants to contest the upcoming assembly polls alone. So the big question is, will this power play in Punjab and between a lot of these India alliance parties cost the India bloc ultimately in 2024 battle? We'll take that question to our guests in just a bit. But first up, take a look at what this case is all about, the one against Sukhpal Khaira. So this case was registered in Fazilka district of Punjab under the NDPS Act in March 2015. Punjab police at that time had recovered 2 kilograms of heroin and 24 gold biscuits from a border area. They also recovered a country-made pistol and a Pakistani SIM card as far as this raid is concerned. 9 smugglers were actually convicted by the trial court in 2017 in this case, and according to the charge sheet, the Punjab leader Khaira was associated with one of the convicts and he was added as an additional accused in the case later. Now, Khaira's arrest today has also led to a full-fledged war, a political war as is expected. Remember, there is an interesting party politics that is playing out, because while they talk in one tune at the national level, Congress and Aam Party certainly are talking completely differently at state level. Amrinder Singh Raja is the Punjab Congress chief. He has claimed that Khaira is innocent and the Aam Party government is resorting to vendetta politics to nab him. There is also, of course, BJP's Manjinder Singh Sirsa, who has claimed that the Aam Party government is misusing power to silence critics. Meanwhile, Akali Dal's Arshdeep Kaler has also said that they stand by the victims of vendetta politics, so they don't disagree that it's vendetta, but they say that the Congress did the same when they were in power and arrested Bikram Singh Majithia in a different case. Aam Party, this is what they say. They're in power. They say that the Khaira arrest has taken in place in accordance with the SIT report that they have in hand. I do also want to emphasize Sukhpal Singh Khaira's political career, because it makes for very interesting reading. This man has actually jumped ship a couple of times, has even floated his own party in the past, and clearly his relationship with the Aam Party is not very good. So let's take a look at his political journey. Sukhpal Khaira became Vice President of Punjab Youth Congress in 1997. After 2 failed attempts, he became the MLA from the Congress Party from Bholat in 2007. But in 2015, Khaira resigned from the Congress Party and joined the Aam Party. And in 2017, he becomes an MLA again from the same constituency, but this time as from the Aam Party, and was also named as the leader of opposition by them. In 2018, Khaira was suspended from the Aam Party for anti-party activities, and this was around the time when he became accused in this Fazilka drugs case, and then Khaira accused the Aam Party netas of conspiring against him. In 2019, he resigned from the Aam Party, floated his own party and formed an alliance also with the left and the BSP. But later, he dissolved his party in 2021 and again joined the Congress Party. And interestingly, in 2022, he again won from Bholat constituency, this time from the Congress Party again. Leaving that aside, the big headline from this power play that is going on in Punjab is really for the India bloc for 2024. How are parties that have such divergent interests in states and such competitive politics in state going to work together? Could this sink the India alliance or at least cost them in 2024? That debate is coming up with our guests.
पंजाब में कांग्रेस को मार्जिनलाइज करने के लिए, आवाज बंद करने के लिए ऐसी गंदी हरकत की आज, जो ये बोलते थे ना कि बदलाव की राजनीति कर रही है, बदलाव नहीं है, ये बदला है।
जब कोई गुनाह ही नहीं किया तो हमारे ऊपर किसी प्रकार का कुछ हो नहीं सकता। हाँ, ये जो वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स है, कुछ दिनों की परेशानी है, वो तो रहेगी, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली फैमिली को भी पता है और जनता को भी पता है कि खैरा साहब इसमें पाक साफ होकर बाहर निकले।
आज जब 2023 में मान साहब की सरकार इसमें एसआईटी का गठन करती है, तो एसआईटी पाती है कि ड्रग तस्करी में सुखपाल सिंह खैरा की इन्वॉल्वमेंट है और आज उनको अरेस्ट कर लिया गया है। फर्दर मामला ऑनरेबल कोर्ट के सामने।
पंजाब पुलिस का जिस तरह से आम आदमी पार्टी भगवंत मान अरविंद केजरीवाल इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, शायद आतंकवाद के वक्त में ही ऐसे इस्तेमाल किया गया 1980 और 1990 के दशक में। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की मुझे एक स्टेटमेंट याद आती है कि एक बार मुझे पुलिस दे दो, फिर देखना मैं क्या करूँगा। तो यही करना था।
Punjab, the roping in or the false implication of political opponents in NDPS cases is a issue of great concern.
Let's go across to the guests joining us. Jayband Singh is from the BJP in Punjab. Mudit Agarwal is Congress spokesperson joining us. Jastaj Singh is from the Aam Aadmi Party. I'm also joined by Javed Ansari, senior journalist. Let me begin with the Congress spokesperson. Why do you allege that this is vendetta? It's not like Mr. Khaira is facing this case only when the government's changed hand. This case has been going on even from the time when the Congress government was in power.
Listen, the timing is very curious. See, if you know, Mr. Sukhpal Khaira is not only a senior MLA of Congress, but also is president of All India Kisan Congress. He has been a vocal critic of not only Bhagwant Singh Man's government in Punjab, as well as of their super CM, who is Mr. Raghav Chadha. You know, I tell you one very curious thing. I was going through Mr. Khaira's timeline on Twitter. In last 24 hours, he has posted 2 tweets about Mr. Raghav Chadha, and one of the tweets is also mentioning about the amount of income he has and kind of lavish wedding that he hosted a few days back. And it's very curious, within 6 hours of that tweet, the police lands up at his house and arrests him. Anyone who is familiar with Punjab politics know clearly that Mr. Raghav Chadha is the super CM there. So I believe somewhere that thing is also playing. You know, it's very obvious how our party uses, you know, they have actually taken a leaf out of BJP's playbook of misusing agencies and misusing police forces.
Mr. Agarwal, you're making a very serious charge. You're making a very serious charge that just because Mr. Khaira criticized Raghav Chadha or brought notice to his income and his quote-unquote lavish wedding, the police has swooped on him. This is a very serious charge you're making.
But don't you think timing is very curious right now? I mean, Mr. Khaira has been a vocal critic of Mr. Bhagwant Singh Man as well as Mr. Raghav Chadha. And you know how our party is very sensitive about Mr. Raghav Chadha. I mean, this is very curious. I mean, I wanted to just lay this fact
so let me invite Jastaj Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party to respond.
Give me the reason for why this is happening.
Yes, so Jastaj Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party, please respond as to why the police swoops in on an MLA at 6:30 in the morning and suddenly in a case which is nearly 8 years old. What is it that suddenly prompted this police action, if not, as the Congress alleges, the criticism that has been coming in from Mr. Khaira for Raghav Chadha?
So let me clarify first that this case was registered in the year 2015 when Akali Bhajpa was in power. And in 2017, when Congress was in power, and at that time, Sukhpal Khaira was leader of opposition from the Aam Aadmi Party side. So, in view of the additional statements given by the witnesses in those cases in the court, let me stress this fact. In the court, those were additional statements based on which Sukhpal Khaira was summoned.
Yes.
Now, so that summoning order he challenged by way of procedural aspects in the Honorable Supreme Court. The Honorable Supreme Court was of the view that the procedure adopted for summoning was bad in law,
Okay.
and thus it was quashed. So what happened is, thereafter Sukhpal Khaira moves an application before the trial court for release of his passports, as well as for quashing the proceedings in view of the Supreme Court order. Now, in that order came in 13th of April 2023, and that order specifically reads that yes, passports be released and the proceedings be quashed, but subject to the SIT that has been formed, and that SIT can investigate and inquire into the case and further present a challan. Now the thing is that since the year 2017 and up till now, why was the Congress government silent on that aspect? So they see, the thing is,
No, once
that
again, let me get the timeline right. You've of course outlined the timeline that I also referred to earlier. You're saying that there was an SIT form, that SIT was empowered to look into this case. That happened earlier this year, right? What happened suddenly between yesterday and today morning that you had to arrest him? This time there are no summons. There is no questioning.
So I'll clarify that that in cognizable offence there is no requirement of issuing a warrant, or there is no opportunity. What you are talking about is that he was not given the hearing. Let me clarify
Not
that
hearing.
in the
Why was
order,
he not summoned if he was to be questioned? Or if you have found something so grave against him that you suddenly needed to arrest him, I'm not sure. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. But what is that trigger? Should we not know?
See, it's let me clarify. See, this is a case of drugs. This is not a case related to corruption in which notices are issued. In NDPS, the chain of circumstances is formed by way of the witnesses.
Sir, I'm not questioning that. You heard Mudit Agarwal of the Congress party. He is saying the timing is suspicious. Within 6 to 8 hours of his tweet on Raghav Chadha, the police enters the MLA's residence. Can you explain the timing of it?
All right, let me put it this way, that I will not go down to their level because they are commenting on marriages of people. See,
I'm just stating a fact.
he has tweeted 3-4 tweets, but none of the national media or even the Punjab media has picked up those tweets and given anything in news. Because see, we are neither we nor any national media would go down to that level that they will start commenting or highlighting such downgraded tweets related to the marriages of people.
You're not answering my question.
Yes, I am answering your question. On 13th of April, the SIT was formed, and that SIT has given its finding. So, do we need to take permission, or the SIT needs to take permission either from the government or from the opposition before moving into the investigation?
No, you didn't answer my question on the timing. What triggered this arrest? It's not just a mere summon or questioning. It's an arrest of a sitting MLA. Surely there has to be just cause. But you've spoken your mind. Let me give 30 seconds to Mudit Agarwal to respond.
Let me clarify it further for a moment. I'll take
30 seconds only. 30 seconds only.
Look.
Yes, 10 seconds. Mr. Sukhpal Khaira tweets 6 tweets every day since last 1 year.
Let me tell you the timeline.
So if we go by that, then there will be no occasion of arresting him.
Okay.
He tweets 6 tweets every day against the government.
Look, it's very... Hold on. These are specific tweets over last 1.5 days in which he is alleging that Mr. Raghav Chadha does not have enough source of income to spend so lavishly on a wedding ring. That's number one, which is 25 lakhs, which is entitled to do. I have no issues against it otherwise. But he has raised a question. The second question he raised within last 1.5 days is also that these AAP party, who so-called AAP party leaders who say they are grounded to the ground and, they work for Aam Aadmi, are, the kind of cars they were coming in for that wedding. And that to a party which was saying we will not take any cars, we'll live in a small bungalow, we'll live in a one-room apartment. So these were the questions he was raising against Punjab's super CM. Let's understand, our party is very sensitive towards any criticism of Mr. Raghav Chadha. And this is well known. The moment this happens, this is the action which is taken,
Okay.
and you are telling me the timing is not suspect.
so let me
Seriously.
clarify this.
No, no, one second. Both of you take a pause. Two of our other guests have not spoken.
Towards criticism of Mr. Raghav Chadha.
Both of you have made your point. Two of our other guests have not spoken. I need to go across to our BJP representative, Mr. Jaban Singh, also. For you, of course, this must be a very good situation because the AAP Congress unity, certainly in Punjab, doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know what will happen in 2024 as far as the national scene is concerned, but it doesn't look that they can see eye to eye.
Thank you very much. No, I do not think that the situation politically has much to do about it because as a matter of policy, we do not like to play play politics on the sensitive issue of drugs. And what I'm very happy about today is that this is the fifth debate in which I'm sitting. So at least the matter of drugs and the impact of this menace in Punjab has come into the national thought process for which I think it is a good idea. Now coming to this particular case, BJP has always had zero tolerance for any kind of criminality, especially with drugs or any other anti-national activity. So to that extent, we would like the law to take its course and see what happens. This case is now sub judice, so we really do need to comment upon it. My only point is that Aam Aadmi Party really does not have a good track record of taking their cases to the logical conclusion. Before
But Aam
this
Aadmi
also
Party
they
is
have-
very young in governance.
Beg your pardon?
Aam Aadmi Party is very new to government. You can't really already say they
that
don't have a
is,
great track record
that
of
is no
taking
reason.
their
That is
cases
no
to
reason.
conclusion.
That is no reason. The point is that they have never taken any of their cases that they have filed against people to any logical conclusion. And considering that Dharam Sot and Anshu before this they have really not been able to do much about it. So I would like to request the Aam Aadmi Party and hope that they have done all their homework. And this arrest is a proper one, because if Khaira comes out again, the people who are very sensitive about the issue of drugs, they are going to feel very hurt, and they are going to feel very they are going to feel very distrustful of the government for playing politics on a very sensitive issue.
Okay, so you're saying this better not be for political reasons and for the right reasons, so that the accused and the guilty party can actually face the law. Javed Ansari, I'm coming to you. It is very hard to miss the larger picture here. You know, the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party, when they come on national debates, they keep emphasizing that there are small issues between them, and as far as their national unity is concerned, none of these issues are going to matter. But this is too serious an issue. One of their MLAs has been arrested.
Certainly, if you want a lesson in how not to conduct an alliance, how not to cement an alliance, this is a classic case where in Punjab, the Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party are at each other's throats. I mean, you can't, even if, assuming for argument's sake that they managed to paper over, they managed to come to some sort of an agreement as far as seats are concerned in the 24 election, how much of conviction will it carry with people? This is not a the chemistry is non-existent. You need arithmetic, but you also need chemistry. You can't blame the BJP for taking advantage and enjoying the predicament, because if you provide your opponent with an opening, he's obviously going to take advantage of it. So therefore, there's no point in pointing a finger at the BJP. The Aam Aadmi Party, the state units of Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress clearly don't see
that is what I was coming to, Javed Ansari. It's happening in Delhi, it's happening in Punjab, it is also a possibility in Haryana. At least between these two parties, there is no love lost.
No, I don't know about Haryana. I do believe that there is a greater sense of responsibility as far as the Delhi units of the two parties are concerned, and also Haryana.
Okay.
But as far as Punjab and the Punjab units of both parties are autonomous republics in this grand India alliance, which is yet to be fashioned.
Yes.
Let me clarify. See, our alliance under the banner of India is related to three issues. It's democracy, protecting the federal structure, and against the hate politics. But so far as Arvind Kejriwal and Bhagwant Singh Mann are concerned, their principles are sound and clear that they will never compromise on the issue of corruption or drugs. Anything illegal, they will never compromise. And so far as Punjab unit of Congress is concerned, you can look at the statements of Pratap Singh Bajwa and Raja Vading. they have a separate cadre of their own, and there is infighting in the Congress. They are just trying to put forth a narrative in front of their own high command that they are strong in Punjab. But so far as their own cadre is concerned, they are actually infighting, and half of them have already joined BJP. For example,
Can I come in?
Yes,
Captain
Mudit
Amrinder
Jagdal, I'm
Singh,
coming to you. Just
Sunil
let him finish.
Jakhad. So there are black sheep in Punjab Congress who actually don't want this alliance to go further.
Yeah, there are
And
also
they
statements, sir, from Congress, senior Congress leaders coming in that your MLAs are in touch with the Congress party.
So see, that is something to laugh about. Please tell me one thing. If somebody has a secret agenda, and if they really have MLAs in their pocket, would they come out in public and say something like that?
But
Would they
you
reveal-
talked
would they
about
reveal their
corruption.
secret
That
agenda?
brings me to what's happening in the national capital. In the national capital, Mudit Agarwal, on the issue of corruption, the Congress party has not spared the Arvind Kejriwal-led government. Whether it is the liquor scam, whether it is charges on the CM's residence construction, the Congress party is equally raising those allegations against Arvind Kejriwal-led government. So I am just trying to understand, how will you say here in Delhi we are against this party on our issues of corruption, but come together under a larger anti-corruption umbrella with the same party?
So see, in Delhi and Punjab, the
hold on,
Congress
let me- it's
units
my
were
time, yeah.
beaten
Ask him to keep
very,
quiet.
very.
No, once again,
drastically.
Mr. Jastaj Singh ji, that was for
Listen,
Mudit
ask him to keep
Agarwal.
quiet.
That is for
Please,
Mudit
Mr.
Agarwal.
Jagdeep.
Please,
Have
Mudit
some-
ji.
Yeah. Okay. See, a couple of things here. We have been fighting against the corruption of our party in Delhi as well as Punjab, and there are numerous examples of that. I don't want to go into that right now. You see, when our party takes decisions like this, it becomes very evident. Maybe they are working on behest of BJP to somehow damage the alliance. Because this has been suspicions in Delhi Congress leaders as well as Punjab Congress leaders also since a long time, that maybe there's some other game which is happening, because to arrest a Congress MLA at such a crucial time actually plays into BJP's hand. So what exactly is the motive of our parties also comes under suspect.
Yes, but
This
Mudit
is very
Agarwal,
important
can
to
I
notice.
just come in,
See,
please? You know, it's not okay or sufficient to just come out and say maybe there is something going on behind the scenes with the BJP. That just doesn't cut ice anymore, sir. You have to address the issue I'm discussing, which
No,
is
but
that
this is
you and
suspect.
Aam Aadmi
No, why
Party
would
can
you-
clearly
so
not
I'm-
come together
I'm
in any
exactly-
alliance.
So
See, let me
See, as
clarify.
Mr.
One second,
as
only
Mr.
Mudit, only
Javed
Mudit.
Ansari himself said, as Mr. Javed Ansari himself said, this is no way to conduct an alliance. To actually arrest a Congress MLA on absolutely flimsy grounds just because he is very critical of our party and Mr. Raghav Chadda, who is the super CM.
He
is actually
also
not
said,
done.
Javed also
that's
said
why
you
I
cannot
say,
blame the BJP for this.
It is suspect. No, I am not. I am saying somewhere our party is playing in BJP's hand. Suspicion is there then.
No,
if
so
these kind of actions
you are
taken.
accusing them of
Because
corruption
it's not
in
good for
Delhi.
India alliance.
They are saying your current MLA is involved in a drug case. So both of you are doing this to each other. Then AAP can raise the same point against Congress, that when you accuse Arvind Kejriwal-led government of corruption, you're playing into the BJP's hands. But let me give Javed Ansari 30 seconds to respond, please. Javed, one second,
let's
sir. Javed
understand this.
Ansari.
Congress
Javed
and our
Ansari.
party
I
are
just
different
want to
parties.
clarify, I didn't say that the I didn't mention in one party, I didn't single out one party. I said both parties, the way they are conducting their affairs, the way they are going for each other's throats, are clearly intent on not having an alliance.
Yes, Mudit Agarwal, 30 seconds.
And what are your views about them arresting? And what are your views on
Certainly,
arrest of Congress
this is
MLA?
not conducive to an alliance. This is not conducive to an alliance, just as
That's
what
what I
your
said.
leaders have
So
been
there
saying.
must be a
It's
reason
also
for them
not
to do this.
Just
So
the
that's
way
why I
that your
suspect the
leaders have
reason
been
could
taking
be
pot shots,
our
that is also
party's
not conducive.
No, but sir, the reality also is this case
Look,
has not been
arresting
slapped on
somebody and
Mr.
being critical
Khaira
of a
only
party
now.
are very different
This
things,
is a
Mr.
case
Ansari.
that is an
They are
existing
two
case.
very different
So
things.
unless you're suggesting that regardless of what evidence is found, just because you're trying to stitch an alliance, please don't arrest our MLA. I don't think that argument matters. Why have they arrested? If there is evidence, as the Aam Aadmi Party government is saying, they're of course
why
duty
now?
bound
Why
to
today?
act. Why now and why today? I have
What
asked that
something-
question.
So tell me something. What
Let me
happened
give
is-
just
so
let
tell me
me give
exactly, and
Jaiban
they
Singh
have
an
not
opportunity,
answered.
sir. Let me
They
give
have not
Jaiban Singh an
answered.
opportunity of the
Did they
BJP.
say-
Sir, I have final minute left. Just Jaiban
Did they
Singh.
even say
Okay,
that?
thank you very much. I just want to say this much, that I have been a spokesperson for quite some time, and I am still in a state of confusion as to exactly which of these two parties is a B team. Is AAP our B team or is Congress our B team? Whenever they want, They put the blame on somebody else. And from your debate today, it is so very clear that Aam Aadmi Party has got neither any ideology nor any policy. They are only into politics of opportunism. They will talk about all sorts of corruption, and they fight against it. So if they are fighting against corruption, why are they in alliance with I.N.D.I. in any case? Why from the word go they are joining something which they say is corrupt?
Well, have said in the past for sure.
They have to decide which side they are going. So it is all a politics of opportunism, and you can well imagine that if people like this come into power, what kind of a mess they will make out of the country.
Okay.
It is very sad. And I will once again say that my focus is only on drugs, and I would like this case against Sukhpal Khaira to be taken to its logical conclusion as according to the law. So that we also get some relief and we come to know
it would
what
be
is
a
happening in
tragedy
Punjab.
if for an alliance or for other political compulsions, cases are used either fraudulently or are stepped aside just because it may be inconvenient. That is not what should happen, regardless of what is happening politically between parties on the national stage and otherwise. I've run out of time. I do thank all of our guests for joining us. Coming up after a very short break, a conversation with the team of a documentary titled The Borrowed Dreams, The Canadian Experience, which highlights the struggles of Indian students in Canada, even as the both countries are locked in a diplomatic face-off.